Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kudash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. In this lesson, I have an article here from ZeroHedge.com, which says Minnesota hospital shuts down ER, emergency room, and urgent care amid nurse strike. Okay, and when I read this, immediately I thought about how, because of a lot of these mandates that are leading to a lot of workers leaving their jobs, you're having few workers that are there. And so, say, this example, right? I'll take a hypothetical example. You have a hospital that, basically fires a lot of its employees because they don't comply. And it's left with a few, and it's overworking those few, and those few, like in a case like this, say they're going on strike, the hospital is basically screwed. All right, because they're pretty much understaffed, and now, everything is relying on those that are still there working. All right, now before I read this article, I was doing some research, and when you look at it, they know that these mandates are leading to more shortages, and they know that this is affecting pretty much everything from travel to law enforcement, firefighters, first responders, truckers. All right, pretty much all the different aspects of society that help to keep it running. Okay, and when you pay attention, these are areas in which the federal government, would, according to plans, want to take over. All right, they want to take power from the state, all right, and basically federalize everything. Okay, from the ports to the food to the hospitals to the businesses. When you look at the FEMA executive orders, okay, which is basically insane amount of power and authority that has been given to FEMA, all right, under the public nose. When you look at the things that they can do, or the different things that they can be in charge of, a lot of those things are some of these places where there are labor shortages. So it's in essence causing an excuse for them to have a crisis in which the federal government has to take over. And if the federal government takes over, then guess what? Everything is federalized, and now they control, the travel or the food or the hospitals here and there. That's why you had the new New York governor, Hochul, saying that she was going to replace these healthcare workers with National Guard. Okay, so you have to think about it. If they know that this is hurting the economy, all right, and it's creating all these problems, why are they still pushing it? I thought the economy was one of their primary concerns. All right, now, though they're the ones causing it, they're trying to really shift that blame and narrative to those that are not complying, as they say. So it says a hospital in Minnesota confirmed it temporarily shut down its emergency room and urgent care facility due to a nurse strike. Alina Health, located in Plymouth, said in a statement that due to the strike, emergency and urgent care services at its West Health location were suspended from Sunday morning until Wednesday. No other services on the West Health campus have been impacted. Alina Health's statement said before it redirected people to seek urgent or emergency care at its Abbott Northwestern Hospital Emergency Department and other locations. The city of Plymouth also confirmed that the hospital's emergency room and urgent care facilities were shut down, releasing a list of nearby locations for emergency services on its website. All right, because nurses are on strike, So soon what you're going to have is because of these shortages, all right, the squeeze is going to get tighter and tighter because there's nothing new coming in. All right, you're not getting a refill. So as whatever is left in your cup gets less and less and less, you're gonna start to feel that squeeze. Damn, man, I'm trying to find this at the store and I can't find it. And I ask, well, when are you guys getting any more? And they say we don't know. And then people at first may think that that statement that was made, that the shortages are gonna continue until pretty much everybody is participated, is juiced up. People may have thought that was ridiculous, like, bro, that's so stupid. But when they start getting affected, and they start getting angry, they're gonna need somebody to blame. And all of a sudden, that ridiculousness won't sound so ridiculous anymore, because they're gonna be thinking from a desperate point of view. And then they're gonna say, you know what, look, as stupid as it may sound, that's what they said. So just do it so that we can get our stuff. And then you're gonna have others say, nah, I don't believe in that, I'm not doing it. And this division is gonna get worse, because you're gonna have people getting hungry, people not having their medication, people not being able to do certain things, shortages everywhere. That is going to cause an intense amount of chaos. Now, when you look at something called Operation Cable Splicer, all right, and Operation Garden Plot, which are pretty much sub-operations of Rex 84, they want to take over. They want to federally take over everything. They want to bring in the troops. They want to have a national police force. They want to declare federal martial law. They want to do all these things. All right. So what you're seeing is them engineering an excuse, because under any crisis, FEMA can come in and declare, or, basically cash in their card to utilize the executive orders that they've been blessed with. OK, and they can just take over. So don't be surprised if as these things get more and more dire in these coming weeks and these coming months, you start to see a lot of movement around. Okay. And then they're saying that there's a new variant coming up or there's a new variant out in UK. All right. Which, they're saying this might be a super variant, so on and so forth. So we got to watch and see how that goes. It says here, about 50 emergency room nurses organized by Minnesota Nurses Association walked off the job, demanding more benefits and holiday pay, the organization told local media. Compensating nurses fairly for holiday pay is essentially critical, because understaffing by Alina, you hear that? Understaffing by Alina and other hospital systems has required nurses to work more days and longer hours, including overtime and holidays, as they continue on the front lines of the 19-demic, the firm said. So why are they understaffed? Why do they have to work long hours and overtime? Because of these mandates are causing the majority of them, or a good amount, to leave. And that's leaving all the work on the ones that are still there. Okay. And hey, man, like I keep saying, winter coming by, the coming months come by, more it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. All right. It's gonna get worse. Let's see. It says here that this could literally end tomorrow if we got a call saying, yes, we'll offer you summer holiday pay as part of this package. So now you got basically these nurses trying to hold the hospital hostage, saying, look, you better comply, because we're pretty much your only workers. Hospitals, the last thing they want to do is shut down an ER, all right, or reroute patients to another hospital. They need those patients, all right? So for them to have to do this, that means that those nurses are all they have. Okay? They're all they have. And you may think, oh, this is all happening, and, things like this happen. It could happen, and it could lead to this, that. No. All right? This is engineered. And there's something much bigger coming down the line. This is the cause. the beginning, the cause of something. And that something is what you're about to start feeling the effects of as inflation keeps going up. And they're saying these shortages are not going to end anytime soon. They're saying this thing could go a year. A year of shortages. What does that look like? You know, when your supermarkets have pretty much only 3 days worth of food. And if there was some panic situation where everybody rushed and bought a lot of these things from these stores, now you have ghost stores, you know, nothing there. And then people start getting desperate, and then they keep getting desperate, and they don't know who to blame. Things are going to get wild out here. And it's all being orchestrated. All right, this is the book of Micah chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them, because a part of a siege is patience. You have to be patient. You cut off the water and the food, right? And you don't let anything or anybody go in or out. But then you wait for it to take effect. And over time, they will get weaker. Those that are inside, they will start getting affected. They'll start feeling the effects. Some sieges take years because the people in there can hold out on whatever they have for just a little longer. But throughout the years, what they've been doing here is setting up situations to where they know that as it says in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, that suddenly shall the full storehouses be found empty. Because these storehouses don't have a lot of reserves. They order on demand. Because in their mind, well, hey, whenever we need something, just order it. It'll come in. So now that is going to work against them, because now you don't have any extras in the back. You need to order, but hold up. It's not coming in. So whatever you have on the shelves, that's it. And you're going to start seeing more and more, as people already have been seeing, the things that everybody needs empty, completely empty. The unnecessary things, you may have a few here and there, but even those, eventually people are going to just start taking them. You know, they're saying certain stores are having to pretty much close because you have a lot of shoplifting. But who's going to stop these shoplifters if the law enforcement agencies are also shorthanded? So you see how this is leading up to a very chaotic time? This is Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. So they come up with these things. They plan. All right. They actually plan. They use simulations. You know, they observe people. They set up test runs, see how people react. They condition people to do a certain thing, live a certain way, so that they can control it. So that if they throw a wrench in there, it'll completely mess up people. All right. They turn people individualistic. They turn them into animals. They turn them selfish. OK. And they make people dependent. So once you take a little bit away, these people lose it. They start going through crazy ass withdrawals. It says when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. So guess what? They have the power. When you look at why you have inflation going on right now, pretty much when you have too much money chasing a few goods, right? You have inflation because the value of that currency decreases because there's too much of it. All right. So it decreases and it decreases and it decreases. So if you have a whole lot of money and a whole little bit of stuff for those things, those money or that money to chase, guess what? Those little bit of things seem like they're so expensive because there's too much money. Now, let's see. Can we think of an instance in where they had to print so much money and push it into the economy? Maybe something like stimulus checks, different multiple rounds. And what did people think? Oh, yeah. This is good. This is good. They're helping us. Interesting. They're helping us. So they pumped all this money into the economy, decreasing the value. And now all of a sudden there's a shortage, making it even worse. Anyway, they have the power to do this because in their statement that they made saying that this shortages are not going to stop until pretty much until they get what they want. They sound like they're holding you hostage, right? So if they can make a statement like that, that means that they have the power to stop it Because if this is something out of your control, how can you tell that when it'll end and when it won't, and under what conditions, right? So they have the power to do this, but they're not. You know, they're not. And yet people are still slow and asleep and in darkness, so much so that they're like, no, Lord, let's just comply. Let's listen to what they're saying. All right. Now let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. They want to engineer chaos on a global level so that they can bring a new global or a new world order for that chaos. For the old world chaos, they want a new world order. Okay? So, as we read in the scriptures, the time of Jacob's trouble, whether you believe that or not, is going to happen. So what if some did not believe? It's still going to happen, and it's still going to affect you. Okay? The difference is, if you're not of the elect, you're going to be done. You're going to be through. The scriptures say, many there be that shall perish of famine, and those that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. All right, so, hey, man, there's a whole lot of hell that's coming to this place. All right, and may Yahweh Hashem Yahshua have mercy upon us, man, because as the scriptures say, it is going to be a time like never before, and we are literally in the beginning of sorrows. So with that, I hope you were edified. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.